Neat. All right. That'll work. Very good. Okay. And I love how that doesn't go through each of the stages. So, a little bit of recap since between streams. I did a little bit between, namely turned in a quest for dough. Unfortunately, those are not the repeatable ones, so kind of fucked on that front. However, I did learn that this only costs one, but it's entirely unnecessary. And, you know, somewhat feels like a bit of a waste, but that's fine. We can live with that. The big thing, very big thing, is... Let's see if I can find my fucking cobblestone. There we go. Progress has begun on the vents. Took me a little bit to figure it out. Turns out I'm probably fucking stupid or colorblind. One of the two. 1, 2, 3. I need planks. Use that. Upgrade it to an advanced engine. Now I need 2 slime balls, 3 gold, 3 bricks. Okay. That gives me access to the water engine. Good. So, I'm sort of more or less debating on whether or not it'd be worthwhile to do a setup for charcoal. The jury is still out on that one, but I'll figure that out later. For right now, though, I'm actually going to go take a chunk of the coal out of here. Because now, I've got a quadricopter. We'll hang on to that. This will be useful for a whole slew of things, but for right now, I just need it on hand for the moment. I'll need it in a second after I get started with other stuff. So, the big thing that I need to do is finish setting up the other stuff. I'll show you what I mean. You know what? Fuck it. Nope. Not looking to die. Want to get down the hill quickly. Probably should use the angel wing. So, here is progress so far. I've got all of these, and I have generally how I'm going to be able to get down there. That's not that big of a deal. So what I really need to do is well, first things first, cover these up. Not that it's really going to matter, but just in case it does. Alright, so that needs to be covered. And these all need to be blocked off in a fashion that's going to make it so then it's either A, very difficult, or B, impossible for things to pop out of place. Okay. So, naturally I can just attach, well, that, rotate it. Okay. I might have to pull it back by one. Like that. Then I can do a gearbox here. Need to know how much it consumes. It seems like it consumes it pretty quick. Can't tell. Okay, so grab some of these. Okay. That should hopefully keep everything in place. So now, what I have to do is this. Okay. You know, for a first trial, this is pretty fucking good. Like, I'll be damned, this is actually pretty solid. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Good to know. I don't have any extra belts. Fuck. Do that for now. Yeah, no, this is pretty effective. I will say that. That'll work. So, in order to get this from point A to point B, I need a lot of belts. Thankfully, I did just recently make a whole bunch of rubber, so I should be able to get the belts that I need to extend it. I mean, realistically, it's super simple to extend it. It's not that big of a deal. I don't even think it's 13 yet. God, that's a lot of iridium. Oh my god. Oh, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. No, 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 no. I forgot it changes what direction you're going depending on what direction you're looking. So, hmm. So now that I have that going, I'm gonna need so much more. Would it be better to do an item vault? Because it's what, 1024 a piece? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So, it didn't really tell me much. But from what I remember, I'd probably be better off just making a large chest with maybe like a stack upgrade or two. And using that as large scale storage. Or would it be better if instead of doing that, I packed it all as one, threw it through crushing wheels, and sent up the zinc instead? Or sorry, I guess in this case it would be copper. Yeah, because this only has an 80% chance to show up. Which is going to happen fairly frequently, but it should trim down the amount that I actually have to transport and store. So it'd probably be better if I did do the like large scale crushing first, then deposited it as if it were a large group. So I could do like... Problem being is I don't think it would be able to handle that. However, I do have that coming in. I have access to blaze burners and iron. I could make... But what am I going to do with the dough? Like, I can't do anything with the dough. I can't keep sending it as a repeat quest, so... Like, I guess I could make a few things, but... Like, all in all, there's just not a lot I can do with it. Like, obviously there's a whole bunch of, like, recipes and shit I can make, but... That's not really gonna help me all that much. I still need to... do the thing. I guess if I set up a... cow and chicken farm, I can make cakes. I just don't know, dude. If I had villagers, I could do it that way, but... Can I... Can I turn the flour in for... like bone meal or something? Not really, no. Fuck. Oh, but I can do the pie crusts. Okay, so that is an option. So it's 3 flour with a little bit of milk. It gives me a pie crust. I mean, that's like great and all, but... Can I... Can I put a cow in an item drain? Hmm. Yeah, I don't think... No, I don't think it's gonna work. Fuck. Okay, so... Hmm... I'm trying to think of how I can do this in a way that makes sense. Um... I, honestly, I think it might just be better off throwing it into a thing of lava. Or like a void container or something. So, yeah, it'd probably be better to do a lava thing and then just dump the flour, or I guess in this case, the dough into it. And go from there, like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna need to use this eventually anyway. And I'm gonna need the seeds to make the seed oil. That's the biggest thing that I need right now is power. So, yeah, fuck it. I'll do it that way. It's gonna land on this one. So, I won't plant any on this one. Okay. So that is the entire field planted, meaning I no longer need the seeds. At least for planting purposes, anyway. So, here's what I'll do. Let me go grab a bucket of lava. I'm gonna go put that down in place of the chute. Or the fucking funnel. Wrong place. But I'll grab that in replacement for that. And hopefully it'll work. I don't know. Kind of running off of I don't fucking knows. Okay. That should be plenty, honestly. Unless these are affected by fluids. They're not, are they? Nope. Sweet. Alright, so... now that is completely safe from burning, having issues, doing whatever. Any seeds will get dumped either out there or out here into here. I don't know, man. Let me send it out. Actually, let me expand it a little bit, since I have the ability to do so. Okay, perfect. That'll work. And that will allow me to do all of them. Okay. Let me go make a redstone contact. What am I doing? Okay. So, redstone contact. I've got the redstone link. I just need an item to identify it. I know. I figured. Wanted to make sure before I went ahead and added one. Okay. I'm gonna need a toggle latch. Fuck it, give me this. I'll put that there for now. Because that's not the thing that I'm looking to automate right this second. So... double wheat. Set it to dish. What? Oh. Wait. How? Huh? Hmm. That's a wee bit of a predicament. That's fine, though. This will give me an opportunity to readjust the boundaries. Get some more straw. I don't even really know that I necessarily need this. In all honesty, I just enjoy making it. Ah, right, I forgot. You know for a fact, like, half of that landed in here. Oh, no. I guess not. Cool. But, now that I essentially have a trash can here, I can just do that. It's no big deal. Gonna real quickly double check inventories to ensure that there wasn't any issues caused by the bamboo falling down onto a belt or something. Doesn't seem like there was, so should be good to go. So let's see. If I do this, that down in good, that there, very good. And then I can do another belt here, goes down, but yeah, no, I gotta get the steam boiler figured out. Oh, it's still okay, cool. Powerful block that generates rotational force offering the highest stress unit output. Okay. Laser burners can supply greater heat depending on their state. Heated, superheated. More heat results in more efficient steam generation. Controlled using a fluid pump combined with a rotation speed controller. Don't care about that. Size of the tank determines the capacity. For passive steam engine, 2x2 with a height of 1 is sufficient. Increase in height beyond this has no benefits and waste materials. For active steam engines, level 1 and above, the boiler must contain at least 4 tanks per heat level. For example, one requires 9, or one requires 4, and 9 requires 36. Level 18, the maximum required. There's level... What the wait. No. No. That's fucked up. Huh. I've been using a half-powered steam engine thinking, oh, that's chill. We're doing great. Yeah. No. So I'm assuming 9 is the cutoff point for after that you need superheated. I'm assuming that's how that goes. So, yeah, let me go start getting that set up after I get this done, because I'm on 2 different things right now, and I need to stop doing that because it distracts me from literally everything that I'm doing. Unless it's super required, probably shouldn't do it. So, I'm going to do this. Okay. Then I do the second redstone contact here. Give it that. Tell it to output that. There we go. Now that is partially automated. What I can do is this. Take some redstone. Pull it out to here. I should have a pulse repeater somewhere, right? Maybe. know I didn't use it on this, so... Where did I use it? I don't think I did. Right? Because this is all just redstone. What the fuck? Where did my pulse repeater go? I'm so lost. How the fuck? What? Like, it's not crucially important, I guess, but like, fuck, dude. I do kind of need that now. It's not in the nether, I know that much. Like, I know for a fact where the hell did it go? Not in there. Not in there. Those are empty. In here. Okay. So, what I can do is set it so that every 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes seems safe. I can send it out. And... Okay. So yeah, 5 minutes seems like a pretty safe bet. That'll go out, harvest the crops, return, and process all of the seeds and stuff. Doesn't look like there was any waste or anything that got anywhere else, and this is much fuller now, so that's good. I might swap out this for that, but that's not until after I get the actual, like, boiler thing set up. So that'll have to wait a little bit. Let me get rid of the random rock. All right. Rock removed. Area flattened. Good. Okay. That's a good start. So, let me get... It'd probably be better to do... what? 3x3. So I'm going to need 4 of these. If I knew how to better make netherrack, I could do it that way. And maybe I will be able to do that someday, where I make cinder flour in the nether. And then just transport it to the overworld by a train or something. Or just go in and grab it occasionally in bulk. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, I guess. I've got one. But I'm going to want an extra one anyway. Oh, that's not what I want. No. Alright. Just to make sure they don't burn down my bamboo. Okay, so I can do a 2x2 perfectly fine now. It's a good start. This is just to prevent fires from starting in here. I don't have to worry about them, but... drops still do. I haven't done much to modify it yet, so unfortunately I'm still at the whims of whenever it decides it wants to spawn. That shouldn't take too long, I don't imagine. Damn, I'm out of coffee. Oh well. Can you summon more than one, please? That'd be great. Is there like an invisible... Oh, feral flare lanterns. Okay. Goated. We'll have to start making some of those and replace the torches with them. Plant a whole bunch of them around the mountain. Just kind of clear the whole area out of mobs. I can put the torch thing down underground. Yeah, I'll catch one more. Why not? I am a little worried because it's been spawning just once, when in the past it spawned like 3 or 4. Alright. Good to go. I guess the good thing is that I need the bamboo anyway. Man, this is one hell of a wall. Oh well. They don't need to be perfect. So, I guess I'll do... What? I want to do quite a few. So, if I'm doing a 9x9... Not 9x9, Jesus Christ, what am I thinking? 3x3. I'll do... 4 for now. Alright. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, no. I guess I could. Wouldn't really be that hard to get set up. The 36 times 2. So 70 and some change. Yeah. I guess we'll get the first stack started. Um, 48, 40, 36. I am unfortunately, however, going to need to make a fuck ton of barrels. Thankfully. Hey! Yeah. Oh, I already had it set. Cool. Look at me planning ahead like an intelligent individual. Alright. Ah, shit, I fucked up on my math. No, I didn't. Never mind. I'm a genius. Okay. Okay. That should be enough. Very good. Okay. Like that. That's big enough to be level 9. Might be worth it to employ a bubble elevator here to lift it up and send it off on a separate belt. That way it can be fed into a few different things. I don't know. Making more tunnels would probably be smarter. Okay. So I am going to need to make a bunch of straws, which plenty of bamboo for. Not that big of a deal. Okay. Need some pipes, which means I'm going to need more copper anyway. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Good. All right. Okay, and then I can use this spot to pull. I mean, I can remember where the fuck I put my cog. That. Want the direction. Good to go. And I need a basin. I need a mechanical press, which means I'm going to need a few things. That. 9 of those. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to do another one. I probably don't need to if it's going to be fast enough. So yeah, I should be fine with just the one. I should have a basin lying around as well. Yep, sure do. Very good, very good. Do that. Press. And I should just be able to do... I see your point. Fuck. So, if I do a bubble elevator here, right? I'm gonna have to extend that by one more as well. But if I do a bubble elevator here, push it up into a chest to store it, then send it out, that'll probably be my best bet, because between harvests, it'll keep a buffer, but it will never probably overload going from one point to another. Because I don't want to do a fucking fan. I don't want to do a fan. So maybe what I'll do is... make it so when there is... I'm going to do a trapdoor. When there is something going through, it'll flip the trapdoor closed. Yeah. When there's something going through, it'll flip the trapdoor closed to push whatever's remaining up. And if it's empty... No, because then that's going to stay closed. I'm trying to find a way to make it so that it doesn't overload the... like, because that's going to become the storage point. Speaking of which... yeah, that's done. Okay. Let's start the timer on this. Go nuts. So now, every 5 minutes, that'll go out, come back, drop everything off. You know, fun stuff. I gotta figure this section out. I really do. Maybe it would be better to do a fan and shoots. I just don't want to, man. I really don't. I don't want to add stress to the system that it doesn't need. Like, I can get the same effect with a fucking bubble elevator, just minus the fucking ability to manage it easy. Could I do a brass tunnel, maybe? Or even, I guess, even just like an andesite one. Would an andesite tunnel work? Can I power these with redstone and stop them from accepting things? Used to cover up belts. No. So maybe the brass one could. Because... like, I can't send a bubble elevator through a belt. Right? Can you? Huh? Where? Uh, What? How have I done this? Didn't I just make a fuck ton of them? Where did they go? Did I use them all? Nope, never made them. Gotcha. All this just to try and set up a fucking steam boiler. Like, damn, dude. Hmm. Okay. Man. Oh, it's in there. Okay, so we'll do that. Now that all that's all set. I can test to see if bellable elevators can be sent through water. Because if they can, I should be able to work with that. Because, like, I'm pretty sure it's possible to waterlog a belt. Right? Like, I can do that. But it doesn't send it through. Oh. I am seeing the bubbles. Okay, no. So it doesn't go all the way through. But it does at least push it up to the belt, which is a good sign. So... I guess ancillary test. Can I use a chute instead? Like if I waterlog a chute, that should be a thing. That should honestly be a thing. Man, that sucks. Like, it'd be really fucking cool if you could use bubble columns as pseudo fans underwater. That'd be dope as hell. Whatever. Okay. I'm worried that's a little too slow. And maybe if I do that. I see. Counterpoint. What if you just worked anyway? Huh? There we go. Cool. That'll work. Though I do fear that I am 2,000 away from completely stilling my system. 3,500, so I'm doing better than I thought. Let me move that somewhere where I'm actually at. Okay. So, yeah, I do think the use of a bubble elevator over that would be much better. So, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, that's still going to be a problem. I guess I could do that. Alright. So, like, I can do that. Then I can do... How close am I? 3520. Oh, shit, wait a minute. These have to get used to make a infinite water source first. Actually, we'll do it over here. So I'll make it a 3x3. And do three sources along the middle. Do 1, 2. Then I can do that. That. Well, it's a good time to see if this works the way that I want it to or not. Here's hoping it does. Okay, good. Good. And those get processed and dropped into the trash can, because the fuck am I going to need dough for? I'm not making pies right now. Good. Very good. Okay. So now, every 5 minutes, this will get a turbo shot. That into it. So 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. This needs to be up. Well. Okay. And that. And finally, I need it to be fast enough. How the hell am I going to do this? Have to be like that, right? then I could do 1, 2. Okay. It's not very fast. If I do this, much better. We're getting significantly faster water. Okay. Alright, let's let her rip and see what happens. Okay. Oh, I can have a redstone signal. Good to know. Okay. Alright. And last but not least, we need the boilers, which easy enough to do, not that big of a deal. Ooh. Nah, I've got fucking plenty of copper. What am I talking about? Arguably too much copper, but who the fuck is counting? Right. Once that's done, or I guess while that's being done, I can make 4 more gold plates. I'm down there. That. And now, proud owner of 9 boilers. Which means yeah, so level 1 heat and all that fun stuff is fine. That's not what I'm here for. Good. So that's counterclockwise. As is that. So it'll probably be that then. God. Alright. Yep. No, this is gonna absolutely fucking blow the water out of everything else. So, there. And then I should just be able to... Alright. Oh, hold on. Oh, hang on. I've just remembered something very crucial. Hang on. So, that should be it. Now that the actual engine's up and running and connecting it is no big deal, I can let that run. And it should... increase the amount of heat that I'm getting gradually. It's not producing it fast enough. But it's not like it's moving slow either. Okay, no. It is gradually catching up. And then once they fill up, the next row gets to start getting filled up as well. Further increasing the heat. Very good. Okay. There we go. If anything, it seems like it sped those up a little bit. Those should be good now, I think, right? Okay, good. Gone through quite a few of them, but once I actually get to a stable location, should be a bit easier to work with. 5 minutes might be a bit much on that timer, but I don't want to overload this box. Not that I'm really too worried about it. I am still waiting for that last level of heat, though. Because I can push it to level 8. There we go. Nope, it jumps immediately to 9. Never mind. Okay, so my stress just fucking plummeted. And that should be entirely self-sufficient, I think, right? Like, I shouldn't be too worried about it. Maybe I ought to do like a tank separately for a storage separate, like a separate storage medium for it. But I don't know. Seems like it's working though, so. No point in fixing what ain't broke. And now everything's flowing into this one. So every 8 minutes, they'll fire. Consume a bit of seed oil. Yeah, no, I definitely think it's just that initial startup phase that costs so much seed oil. There we go. Now it should fill this up. Wow, okay, that's way better. I might actually be overproducing seeds then. Yeah, no, I might be way overproducing seeds, actually. To be fair, though, that is after a few harvests, so maybe that's a bit, you know, here or there. I'm not entirely sure. If I swap it out for a brass funnel... Nah, this is probably fine. I don't need it to be crazy. I just need it to be functional. Oh my god. I have so much capacity now. It's actually absurd. Amazing. There we go. So, yeah, no, things just, opened up massively for me. Let me make those, crushing wheels now. Oh, I can add this back onto the system as well. Because its thing doesn't matter. It's only consuming a couple thousand, so the fuck do I care? At 100k, just chilling, waiting to be used. Oh, it's phenomenal. Alright, so 4 of those, and then I need a piece of stone. Diorite will work just fine. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Or are you not? You're probably not running fast enough. Ow. No. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, that's pretty quick. So then I need the 3 chutes to converge into 1. Drain into this. I'm gonna make a separate chest for just like a backup. Not gonna be anything crazy because I don't want it to be there for too long. Okay. I need actually more than that because I need a second chest to make a frog port. Okay. Where's the frog? There they are. Okay. So that's back up. Good. 3 down to 1. Into a chest. And then I can do a smart chute for a stack. That'll help speed things along a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to need to extend these by a fair bit. And then because it's attached to the end on that side, that one can spin. It'll connect the 3 of those. Then it'll spin. Okay. Extend it a bit further just to make sure I clear the chain. Then I need 1. Nope, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 into buffer chest. Then buffer chest into here. Specifically looking for 64. I can't move it upward. The fuck am I saying? Yes, I can. There we go. Okay, so I need it spinning that way. Actually. Okay, 37 isn't bad. Okay. Keep strolling. You're staring at me like you could see me. I didn't appreciate that none. Okay, so... There. Now that'll get stored into there. That's filled. Okay. Good. That's what we want. So this is rotating in that direction. Which... I guess I could use it to... So I want it to be here, from here. Like that. Okay, good. So you're sending packages. Strictly. Don't worry about nothing else. Leaving empty to match non-addressed. Okay, good. So I can leave it entirely unchanged. Or, yeah, entirely unchanged as long as I don't set two of them to receive when they don't need to. We're good. My first time using frog ports. Can you tell? Okay. So, but let's say, for example, I want to send something. How do you specifically look for that? There's a frog port nearby. I see. Okay. So it doesn't need to be put into a chest. Frog port is the destination. So fuck. Why are you not? Thank you. Like that. You're good. Not every zombie in a 10-mile radius now knows where I am. So... I've only got one, though. So I can't do anything with it outside of making it vertical. Maybe... Nope, that's the wrong direction. Yeah, so that's spinning in the same direction, which is not what I want. Okay. Okay, no, this should work, actually. A little convolute. Fuck you. So... maybe I'm not understanding how the frog ports actually work, because I feel like I'm fucking something up here. Right-click the chain conveyor, position up to 4 blocks away and at least 1 block lower. Assign it an address by right-clicking the frog port. UI. The frog port will only accept packages that match its assigned address. If packages don't match Any available frog port will remain on the conveyor, looping through the system until a matching frog port is added out anywhere on the network. Once one exists, the package will automatically route to it. Frog ports can interface directly with storage inventories placed beneath them, allowing packages, items to be packaged and shipped directly. Manage easily. Right-click a frog port with a clipboard to collect its address. These collected addresses can then be used to autocomplete address fields in other UI. Fuck, okay. So... do I have paper? No, but I could probably find some pretty quick. You remember seeing some sugarcane over here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So, Mr. Foggy Boy here does not need to be directly the source of the item. Just needs to be nearby. You copper. Hold on. Okay, that should work. I think that works, right? Yeah, that should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. Okay. Good. So that should basically send to any of them, presumably. You're only looking to send, which is preferable. So we'll head back up the mountain. Jesus, why was it so angry? So they have the same name. So in theory, they should send. Right? Like, I'm not crazy in thinking that. At the very least, that's how it made it seem. No, it's not sending anything. Why? Right click to assign its address in the UI, in the inventory UI. Because it needs fucking packages. I need a packager. Fuck. Okay. Okay. So I need a couple then. Fuck, I need cardboard. Which means I need pole, which means I need saplings and water and a mixer. Do it in batch of 4. I don't think I'm getting 8 out of this, unfortunately. I'm only getting 7, but I don't need that many anyway. So this then gets pressed. That's me. I need another one. God damn it. I should just be able to throw in another sapling. Call it a day, right? It doesn't matter what sapling gets thrown in as long as there's 4 saplings. Yep, we're good. Okay. So I'm probably gonna wanna... Now, does it need to be... Cache the inventory. Pack items from the inventory into the pack. Okay, so it has to be packed in order for it to be... Okay. So... And I guess it'd probably be best to do... No, I'll just send it over. There's no point in worrying about it too much. Like, I guess I could do... Fuck. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. So I think I've got an idea. But first off, I want to see if I need to do both of them to be powered, or if just one of them needs to be powered and the other one will just pull it in regardless. We'll find that out when I try it. So, dog port on top. Okay. This is send and receive. But I likely will not be sending anything out from there, so not really worried about that. Then down here, I fucked up the jump. Whatever. Down here, let's do this. Packager. Okay. Only sound. There it goes. I've never used this system before. This should pull it in, unpackage it, and deposit it. Assuming the packager doesn't need to really have a redstone power source when it's just pulling things in. Right? Sweet. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. I like that. And this can be washed for clay, or it can be just be smelted anyway. It doesn't really matter. But no, that is really fucking cool. I really like these. Yeah, I'm assuming I can't make... Nope. Alright. God. But now, I'll just have a constant stream of packages coming in. Which is pretty cool. I'm debating on whether or not it's worth it to wash them just to get the extra clay in case I need it for something. But I don't really know that I need to. I'm not sure. But main point is that it's done. Trying to think of if I'm really forgetting anything down there. Should pull from there, deposit down there. Well, I need to start it up again, obviously, but... No, I think we're fine. How is the seed production going? Are we above? Are we below? We're a little above. Putting up a good fight, but large harvests will refill it, so I'm not worried about it. I will occasionally need to pull from it to throw it out, but realistically, that's no big deal. I can add a void upgrade later point. Not too worried about it. I can do these to help light up the hillside. All right. So why is it not... Oh, that'll work. Why is it not sending... because it doesn't have the actual 64 that it needs. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so it'll send it out in batches of 2. That's fine. This should keep things contained for the most part. Then I can do compacting upgrades for the nuggets to turn them into ingots and then blocks subsequently. And that should help prevent large-scale overflow, and should I need to like smelt it or wash or whatever, I can. But it's just going to be good to have a nice, steady access to copper. I guess if I really need to, I can disable this. Yeah, I need a compacting upgrade. Okay, so it's 4 fucking pistons, Jesus. Why? Confusing, because I don't remember removing that hopper. Alright. Well, anyway. I probably should just kept it there. Cobblestone. Acting upgrade. Good. I will make it the advanced one. I don't know why, just in case, I guess. Oh. No, never mind. No, I would have needed the advanced one anyway. So now this... will make it so that is not a thing that I need to worry about. And then I can take any copper I get, throw it in here, and we're good. Can I compress this further? No. Doesn't look like it. Fuck. Okay. That's fine. But I can definitely do a stack upgrade, though. Hmm. Wait. Okay. So, snack upgrade tier 1. Okay, that drops the price pretty significantly on the iron, which I could use. It's going to cost me almost all my iron to do this anyway. It's kind of a pain in the ass that I'd rather really not do it. I definitely don't have enough iron to be able to do it normally. So yeah, I'll have to go through the copper, which, thankfully... Oh. Chunks aren't loaded. So how about if I do... this, then? Would that work? Because that's... how many away? 140. That should be covered. I should begin to see some coming along the line. Hopefully. I just wish there was a way to load the chunk separately. You know what I mean? Anyway. Because it doesn't seem to be sending any, as far as I can tell. Maybe it stopped? It shouldn't have stopped. It seemed pretty stable when I was over there last time. Okay, yeah. I have just enough iron to do this. I've got boatloads of gold, so I'm not worried about that. Wait. Yeah. Okay, but now that I've got that, see. So yeah, I'm gonna need ease of access to this, which is fine. Like, I was kind of hoping I could keep it, entirely separate, but what are you gonna do? All right. I do like how you can see the setup. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all, actually. There we go. Got the different shapes. It's amazing. Ah, good. Yes, they are still coming. Very good. Very, very good. It's actually coming at a pretty steady rate, honestly. Huh. Oh, it's a good thing that I'm actively making the fucking thing right now. Hey. There we go. Much better. Now I'm not nearly as worried about storage. It'll take ages for it to actually fill. Because it's what? Yeah, 4096 per. Meaning I've essentially got a drawer for every single slot with a 2x upgrade. It'd be nice if I had drawers, but it's just that item vaults don't do as much as I'd like them to, and that's kind of a problem. I do fuck with the frogs though. They are kind of goated. I really do wish I could compress blocks down further. But, unfortunately, I cannot. Is what it is. So yeah, every once in a while I have to come in here, pull a whole bunch of these, and just smelt a bunch of them, just to keep up with it. Because honestly, this is actually a pretty steady source of copper. I might try and do a, like, void excess kind of deal. Can I... Okay, good, it does. Storage settings... No. So, allow selecting slots to remember their contents and only allow matching stacks in them. Select all buttons. Okay. But now I can throw, you know, whatever in here and it'll remember those ones even if I pull them all out. God, that is a fucking steady source of copper. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting it to be as crazy as it is. Why? Did you get both of them in the same box? Hmm. can't keep up with the fucking crush door. This is a good problem to have, honestly. Like, I'm not really upset about it. So, like, if I could find a way to transport the item out and get it to smelt and then transport it back in, that'd be pretty cool. Don't really think I'm going to be able to do that, though. I definitely think this fan needs to be sped up, though. Or at least moved so I can make it faster. Maybe I'll do that. It's a worthwhile endeavor anyway. I'm going to need the speed. Alright, give me all these. And this will open this area up a little bit as well. Make it a bit easier to work in. So, I mean, I guess there's really no harm in me doing it off of this. Because it's going to be running constantly anyway, so... Wait. Did I? How have I already run out of cogs? The fuck? Alright, I guess I'll make more then. Part of the reason why I made sure to make a whole bunch. Okay. So there's that. I am going to need more shafts. I do like how I can just pull from that and it'll refill it. I don't know how I did this, but I appreciate it greatly. Okay. Now that's all set. Okay. Let me go ahead and make a gearbox, just that way I can get it to be the way that I need it to be. That's gonna pull. That'll push. Never mind, I had it right the first time. need a parallel, don't I? Yeah, I need a parallel. Fuck. Do I have any left? No. Oh, what did I do? Sweet. Okay, good. That's not... Can I not? No. Good. Okay. Hopefully that made it faster. But now at the very least it's within reaching distance. I could probably pretty easily set it up so that it would. And it stopped. You know what? That's fine. If I can get a couple thousand copper out of just restarting it and letting it run for a little bit, I'm okay with that, because then it's not going to constantly tax on the system. Well, it will for the most part, but that's neither here nor there. I guess I can try and use pulse extenders to essentially like pause the system for an X amount of time. That actually might not be half bad. Because then I can halt a lot of the big stuff. Keep it from running. Then again, I think I have too many shafts, so I couldn't do a clutch down there even if I wanted to. I think a lot of it's attached to shafts with belts. I don't know. But 89 blocks of copper for little to no work is pretty good. But yeah. Pretty solid, though. So if I do the... Because I'm going to have to set the chest back up. There was soul soil in there as well, wasn't there? Where the hell did that go? Like, it's not the end of the world, I guess, but... Still. So, if I wanted to do... that... How could I properly depart like one from another? Could I do like frog port higher up, maybe like here. Have no, that wouldn't work. I could do a chute fed into a fan that blows it back up. So like if I do a hopper upgrade so it drops it into here. But then that's gonna try and put it into the depot or into the chute. That's not gonna work. So how am I gonna do this? Because I do want to automate it so that it's just smelting the copper. Like I don't really need the clay or anything. I don't think. Not right now, anyway. But when I do, I can just swap out the copper for that. I don't know. Like, I guess realistically, I could just do all of them through this. And any nuggets get filtered through just instantly and deposited. That would probably be pretty smart. I have to do it so it's nuggets and... Oh, no, that's actually super easy then. Yeah, okay. Let me get that done now then. Now that I've actually had a moment to think about it. So... basically, I can have a packager feed it into a chute that drops it onto the depot, because I don't think they can do it directly onto a depot. Or I can do it into a chest just to have a buffer, then into the chute, then into the thing. But after I've done that, I can feed it through a brass funnel that's looking for the clay balls and the nuggets, and that can just drop through because it's coming up crushed anyway. So it wouldn't really matter. That should work, I would think. And then I can figure out zinc. Probably just set up the same process in the same chest. I could just be adding it. I don't even think there'd really be any big issue with it. If I really need to, I can add a second frog port to the same box. Yeah, no, this could actually be pretty cool. And I do already have the tubes ready. I've already got the brass. Pretty sure, yep. So I can make a few. I just need the chutes, which I think I have somewhere. I'm pretty sure, at least. If not, I can not make more. Fuck. Yeah, so... wait, but that brings up a new problem. How am I going to set it up so... I can chunk load... claims. Of course it's fucking claims. So... let me get to a spot where I can actually see it. So if I do this, claim that entire chunk, force load it. How many do I have total? 10. Shit. Okay, then what's the most important part then? that part. Then there's the shipping. Okay. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, okay. That should do the trick, I think. Then I can do... What can I do for chest upgrades? Pull items from the top and pushes them in the block below. Yeah, that's not what I want. Damn. Oh. I could do a pickup upgrade. But then that comes with a risk of overflowing it with just random items. Shit. I still need to figure out RS, because I need power. Well, I guess I have stress now. Like, that's not a big deal anymore. And if nothing else, I'm probably overproducing seeds, if I'd had to guess. Right? Like, that's what I remember seeing at the very least. Oh, yeah, no, I'm definitely overproducing seeds. Oh, my God. So, yeah, every once in a while, I can just go in and clear out, like, a few stacks of seeds. Or, hell, I could even probably just, like, swap this out. Like, it only stacks up to 512 now, but that's 512 blocks of copper. That's not insignificant at all. But then I could take this, throw it in the seed chest, and now suddenly its inventory is expanded massively. No, it's just going to be better to keep it over here for now. I'll toss the 8 in there. But, yeah. Just trying to work through all the crushed copper that I got. Might be better to wash it. I don't fucking know. I don't really feel like dealing with that right now. Because I still got to move things around. But I want to make sure that I'm not dealing with like 60 different stacks of items. I'm going to try and condense it all. Make it a bit more manageable. Neat. Don't care. Trying to show me an ad for One Piece. I should probably... you know, do that. The only issue is I don't think this is going to be fast enough to process all of the stuff that I get. So maybe I do it that down the bottom. I can do 2 there. Have chutes feeding into it from just like a normal chest. That way it's at least double the speed. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I've got more than enough space to deal with this now. I'm just being thorough at this point. I should probably sleep before the phantoms keep getting pissed at me. Alright, 3 more stacks. Then I'll be done with that. I can start moving things around and fixing and tweaking and doing all that stuff. I do kind of wish I could compress copper blocks, but it is what it is. Okay. So, like, I guess I could do stack upgrades, or not stack upgrades, like hopper upgrades that are filtered. Do it that way. That could work. I'm having to fire to make another fan, though. That's the problem. Okay, so this is the last. Oh, God. More iron now. I've just remembered. You know what? Fuck it. I think that's where I'll call it for a stream today. I might do one later on tonight, but for right now, that's fine. I'll try and get some iron between streams. Figure it out. But anyway, yeah. That's been it for this one. Appreciate you folks for stopping by, vibing out and hanging out with me, and yeah. Things are going honestly rather swimmingly. We've got... I could probably take that apart now. We'll hold on to it just for a little bit, just in case.